This video is all about one thing, and that is saving $10,000 even if you are on a tight budget. Now, your reason for wanting to save might be for an emergency fund. Maybe you want to help your daughter pay for her wedding, or maybe you don't even know what the reason is yet, and that is okay as well. But let me tell you why this number matters. $10,000 is a game changer. It is enough for you to cover a few months of bills. It is enough for you to fix your car without stressing out. It's enough for you to handle a medical bill without swiping your credit card. It's also enough to keep your lights on and rent paid if life turns upside down. So, let me ask you this. If your car broke down today and you needed $1,500 to fix it, could you do that without going into debt? What if you lost your job tomorrow? Do you have 3 to 6 months worth of expenses saved up so far? Do you have enough to stay afloat while you get back on your feet? If your answer is no, then you are not alone, my friend. Most Americans don't even have $1,000 saved as I am speaking to you right now. And when the washing machine breaks, or a child gets sick, or maybe a paycheck just simply disappears, it is full-on panic mode. But I want you to hear me loud and clear. Saving $10,000 is possible. It is doable. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, step by step. No fluff whatsoever, no theory whatsoever, just practical moves that you can start today. And listen, this is not about being perfect, right? It is about making progress. Even if you start with just $50 a month, that counts. Every single dollar counts because small wins are going to add up. And before you know it, you're staring at a savings balance that you did not think was possible. So close your eyes for a second. Imagine yourself 1 year from now with $10,000 in your bank account. No more stress when your car makes a weird noise, right? No more anxiety about losing your job either. And no more sleepless nights worrying about your bills. Just peace, okay? Just security. And that is what we're going to be building together today. By the end of this video, you're going to have a clear roadmap to hit that $10,000 goal, whether you're starting from zero or you already have a little bit of money saved up. We're going to be walking through the 5-step plan to help you get there. So grab your notebook and get comfy, because this is not just theory. This is a plan that's going to work. And if you're with me so far, then type 10 grand in the comment section. Let's get started. Step number 1 is knowing where your money is going. First things first, where is your money actually going at the moment? Before you could save a single dollar, you need to get clear on how you are spending your money so far. Think of it like this. If your bathtub is leaking, you don't just keep pouring more water in. First, you find the leak. So here is what I want you to do. Step number 1 is download your last 30 to 60 days worth of bank statements. That means your checking accounts, savings accounts, your credit card statements, every single thing. If money is flowing in and out, you need to be looking at it. Step number 2 is you grab a highlighter, a pen, or just open up a spreadsheet. Most banks let you open up your statements as either a PDF or Excel. Grab one of those and sit down and go through them line by line. Yep, line by line, every transaction. Write down every category: groceries, rent, gas, car payments, eating out, streaming services, Amazon orders, everything. Write it all down, right? Even if you sent your cousin $50, write it down. Write everything down. Now, here is the fun part, or maybe the painful part, depending on how you look at it, right? Start totaling every single thing up. How much did you spend on food outside of the house? How much did you spend on subscriptions? How much just simply disappeared, right? Most people are shocked, and I'm talking jaw on the floor shocked. You think you're spending maybe $50 a month on fast food, but it turns out you're spending $250 or maybe even $300 a month on that alone. Let me tell you about Anna, right? She did this exact same exercise and she found out that she was paying for a gym membership that she had not used in a year. That is $40 a month that she was wasting. Multiply that by 12, and that is $480 every single year, just gone down the drain. And that is the leak that we are talking about. And when you found that leak, then you can plug it. Now, I'm not telling you this to make you feel guilty. I am telling you this because knowledge is power, my friends. You cannot fix what you don't know. And once you see it in black and white, then everything clicks and that switch goes off your head. So make sure you don't skip this step. Now, let's move on to step number 2, which is building a realistic budget and timeline as well. Now that you know where your money is going, it is time for you to build a budget with a purpose. Now, listen, I know a lot of people hate the B word, right? But this is the B word that you need. This is the tool that is going to get you to your $10,000 goal. If you're a pen and paper person, cool, go manual. But if you want something that is a little bit more interactive and is automated for you, then I've got you covered. Here's what you're going to do. I use something called the Financial Freedom Budget Template every week for my budget. I'm going to drop the link to it in the description below. So first, you want to set your goal. We're aiming for $10,000, but how fast do you want to get there? So let's break down the math. You might want to save it for maybe 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, or 24 months. So let's break down the math to see what that number looks like based on the number of months that you want to save. 3 months is $3,334 per month. 6 months equal $1,667 per month. 12 months equals $837 per month. 18 months equals $556 per month. And 24 months is equal to $417 per month. And inside the template, you're going to plug in your income, your expenses, and your timeline as well. There's even a savings tracker that is going to break it down for you depending on how much you want to save and how long you want to save it. You can add your categories like housing, groceries, transportations, subscriptions, all of that. And then adjust until you free up some money. You can cut eating out from $400 to $200, right? That is $200 extra that can go towards your savings. If you cancel 2 streaming services, then that is $30 more. You can also negotiate your internet bill, and then you can slide that extra $40 into your emergency fund. You get the point, right? Every single dollar gets a job. It gets assigned a job. And here is the most important part. Do not forget your why. In the template, there's a notes section, right? Write your why right there. So every time you open the template, you're going to be reminded why you're doing this. Why exactly are you doing this? Step number 3 is sell and simplify. Listen, right now you've got a budget. You know exactly what your goal is and you have a timeline. Now it's time for you to free up cash. And here is the truth. You probably already have money. It's just hiding in your house. So let's sell some stuff. Look around your house, all around it, and ask yourself this question. That treadmill that's sitting in the corner as a clothing rack, can you put it on Facebook Marketplace? That designer bag that you've used only twice, can you list it on Poshmark, right? And if you have old phones, tablets, or game consoles, can you sell that stuff on eBay? Even just a weekend of decluttering can bring in $300 to $1,000 easy. Now, one of my favorite things to do is the no spend challenge. For 30 days, you're only going to spend on the essentials, right? We're talking rent, your groceries, real bills, gas. We're not talking about fast food. No Target strolls, right? No just because Amazon buys either. And if you're with me so far, then comment no spend challenge so that we can go ahead and get the momentum going. I'm going to put a link to the tracker in the description below so that you can download it. It's going to be free to you. All you have to do is cross off each day that you were successful, right? Get a pretty highlighter and just highlight or mark every single day that you're successful. You can put this tracker on your refrigerator. That way you can see your progress each and every day. And if you do it with a friend, then make it a competition, right? Whoever breaks it first is going to do dishes for a whole week. By the end of 30 days, you would have saved some serious money as well as broken those impulse habits, right? This is not going to be punishment. This is you training yourself financially. And you, my friends, are going to win. You're going to win because you got this. Now, step number 4 is multiply your income streams. Now, let's talk about more money. Cutting expenses is amazing, right? But if you want to speed this thing up, then you need to earn more money. Simple as that. So, here's what you're going to do. Option number 1 is side hustles like drive for Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, and Instacart. Also, you can babysit. You can walk dogs, right? You can help people move as well. Something else you could do is use your skills, okay? If you have editing skills, you can do that. You can tutor people, you can organize, right? People pay for skills on Fiverr, Upwork, and even Facebook groups. And sometimes you only have to be better than the person who is hiring you for these skills. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Also, if you have a regular job, then ask for overtime. If you pick up a weekend job as well, that can help. Even if it's just short term, 3 to 6 months of grinding could be the reason why you hit your $10,000 goal in as little as 6 months to 12 months. And last but not least is step number 5, which is automating and staying motivated. Listen, this is not your I'm going to Target fund. This is going to be your real emergency fund, right? You can open a high yield savings account with banks like Ally or SoFi, or maybe even Capital One, whichever one works for you. Just make sure that you're going for one that has around 3.5% to 5% APY. Also, make sure they have no fees and are completely separate from your current bank. That way, reaching the money becomes harder and you're not just grabbing it and spending it at McDonald's on your way from or to work. Next, I want you to automate that, okay? Set up automatic transfers and treat it like a bill, right? Transfer $25, $100, whatever you can do, and take the human part out of it, right? Because as humans, we are prone to forget. So make sure that you set automatic transfers. That way that money can come out automatically without you having to think about it. Also, stay inspired, right? Savings get boring sometimes, I understand. So feed your brain, my friend. Read a lot of books. Listen to podcasts on your way to work and watch videos like this over and over and over again. Because savings is not just about math, it's also about your mindset. So let's recap real quick. Get clear on your money, okay? Build a realistic budget and a realistic timeline. Cut, sell, and simplify that thing. Also, multiply your income, right? And last but not least, automate and stay motivated. Now, that is your 5-step roadmap to saving $10,000. And listen, I get it. $10,000 feels huge when you're starting from $0. But listen, start small and celebrate every single dollar that you save. And keep your why right in front of you, okay? This is not about money. This is about having the peace of mind that is going to help you get there. And your future self is going to thank you. If you found this video helpful, then make sure to like, subscribe, and share this with someone else who is ready to build their emergency fund and save for their future as well. Let's go save that $10,000 $1 at a time. And before I let you go, I want you to remember that the best time to invest in yourself was yesterday. The second best time is now. You got this.